The Grignaffini stand in the center of the Fountain Street Fine Art Gallery in Framingham, waiting for their first guest to arrive.
We're all really close and grew up in the same town, so it feels really comfortable.
You have Bob, the painter, his cousin Lou, the sculptor, and then Lou's sons, AJ and Louis.
I love what they do, found pieces welded together. I've always loved that type of work, and I always drew, even though I paint, I always drew inspiration from my cousin Lou's pieces. And his children, he taught to do the same type of work he does, and I'm equally inspired by them and wanted to encourage his sons to keep going with this because I'd love to see what they could produce.
So when this Wellesley family got the chance to showcase their work together, they jumped on the opportunity.
My cousin Bob was the one who told us about it and asked if we wanted to do it with him. And from there it just kind of took off.
The end result, Grignaffini Rhythms, Music, Strokes, and Steel, an exhibit of Bob's oil paintings alongside metal sculptures created by his family members.
I think it's really cool because it's like you walk around and you have like a lot of positive things to say, but you can almost get away with saying like a bad thing about it and not like have a grudge against that person.
The Grignaffini boys grew up around art.
The minute they were walking around at 2, 3, 4, I had them on mini bikes and go-karts and down my shop. I have a welding shop, down and hanging out in the parking lot where there were piles of junk, and they always ask, "Dad, what's this?" "Oh, this is from a 1914 Model A, you know." "Oh, cool. Oh, it kind of looks like a..." So I think it's from being exposed to junk and my affinity for small shiny objects.
So when it came time to create something of their own, there were endless possibilities.
I have found a bunch of hinges and I put them together, made like a big loop, and I shaped it into the shape of a violin, and I thought it was kind of inspired me to make it a violin.
It's kind of an expression of who I am and like what I like and expressing it how I want. I kind of got into the whole like nature, and that was a big inspiration. Making animals, I've made a fish, I've made crabs, I've made various other things, and just kind of recently, freshman year, my dad got me into like working on motorcycles and mechanics, and from there I started making motorcycles, bikes, and stuff like that.
And now that everything is up and on display, the family couldn't be happier about their work and this shared experience.
Between my boys being in it, my cousin, it's just pride, you know. It sounds corny, but I feel blessed to have a cousin who does the painting and so forth, and kind of keeps it reminding us that, hey, what we do is art. It's not just you're having fun down the shop. This stuff it validates us, I guess.
The exhibit runs until September 28th. For Wellesley Media, I'm Natalie Kaplan.